Hello there and welcome to yet another exciting episode of Titandala with Chali right here on QTV. And like every other week, I've got a special guests in the building. And today we're going to be talking about a campaign that is not usually talked about. One notorious stereotype that continues to thrive even in the face of opposition is the notion that light skin is the ideal standard for beauty. And this is exactly the campaign that two of my guests who are in the studio right now are actually fighting against. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome in studio Bombshell and Wezi.
Hey. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for actually coming to the show. I was really looking forward to this conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about colorism. First of all, like there's a lot of isms going on. And this is one that is not specifically talked about. Mm. How did this campaign come about?
I've always been passionate about fighting against any stereotypes and discrimination, anything that is negative vices, that's hate-driven.
Right.
So I reached out to Bombshell and I told her that I wanted for us to do a shoot and campaign against it without the intention of making it a long-term thing, but looking at how well we gelled and how in sync we are naturally. Yeah. We decided to take this, to make it a thing that our children can inherit and society can be part of.
Absolutely. So for somebody that is actually hearing this for the very first time, what is colorism though?
Colorism is the prejudice, judgment or discrimination based on color.
Right.
So even people who are light-skinned do face colorism, and people who are dark-skinned, and it's about judging someone based on their skin complexion within the same race. So it's like a subset of racism.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's basically it.
Okay, all right. So, like, when it comes to beauty standards, where does society get these beauty standards? Like, what perpetuates these beauty standards, especially in a society like Zambia?
Well, for that one, let me answer this one. First and foremost, we were colonized by the white people. Right. And then when they came through, if you followed your history, the white people were actually called mulungus. You know what I mean? So, because of that same stereotype of looking at white people as mulungus, people started feeling like lighter people are superior than the dark people. And you know how it's always been that darkness is always just tried to be, people always look at it as darkness.
And demonic.
And demonic. Why is it that everything that's bad has to be black? You know what I mean? Right. So that automatically goes on people that may have a darker skin, which is ridiculous.
Absolutely.
And that's the reason why me and Wezi took up our time. We've taken up our time to actually bring it to the world. The fact that me and her are different. I'm light skinned, she's dark skinned. To bring it to the world and show people that we are one people. You know what I mean? Yeah. Basically, that's the message we're preaching in colorism. So this comes from way back. It's a rooted cause. It's happened with our parents, our great parents. So if we can change the perspective of our children, because the kids are the future. If we can change those children now, then that would make a lot of, great hope for the future and for everybody to start seeing each other as one.
Yeah. Bombshell, have you at some point received preferential treatment because of your skin color?
Just from the time I was a kid.
Right.
Even just where I was from right now, I was speaking to my fellow friend. She's also light-skinned. She was talking about how she's also seen our campaign. And she was talking about how growing up, she's faced it in her family as well. Almost like Kezia's story. She's faced in her family being called Zayelo, Chitomato. And I said the same thing, being called Zayelo, Chitomato. They always just think whatever you have achieved in your life, you have achieved because of your complexion, or maybe you slept with somebody, or we are down. That's usually the perspective with light women. Yeah. You know what I mean? If you have blonde hair, then she's a blonde. It's like automatically they just think of you as that person, or you feel yourself as Invera or whatever, or can you speak Nyanja? Why are you going to ask me those questions? You know what I mean? Yeah. Even when I tell people I'm Walia, it's always like, huh? You know what I mean, right? Even when I speak, why do you speak with a deep voice? I'm like, I'm not going to change for nobody. I'm like, so what do you expect to hear? We expect to hear, hi. You see, already that's being judged through my color.
Prejudged, Yeah, that's prejudice.
Why do you think so many women right now are actually rushing to change the color of their skin, especially the darker skinned ones, would really running to get all these skin bleaching creams and all of the, we've seen adverts all over social media. Why do you still think it's too popular amongst women today?
Because insecurities are real. There are people who go as far as committing suicide. So bleaching is just like a severe, a little bit of a popular thing, where you just look at yourself and you feel like you would be more beautiful,
and accepted.
And acceptable.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes people always undermine the value of self-love. There's no way that you can be a good TV presenter if you do not love yourself. So you invest in your time to research and to present yourself well, but if you do not believe that you are good looking enough to stand in front of cameras and host a TV show, you will bleach your skin, or you avoid cameras. You just become, you know, one of those people that are behind the scenes. So I feel like people bleach their skin so much because of the insecurities propagated by colorism.
Right.
You know what I mean? So God forbid it that if I fall in love with someone as dark as Akon and my child grows up in this world and they are told they're ugly because their skin is dark. I've had friends tell me, Wezi, why do you like dark guys? Don't you see your skin is dark already? And that's a colorist.
You've actually heard those comments before?
Not heard. All my friends tell me, most of my friends tell me, Wezi, you are dark. Why do you like dark guys? You know, and that it bothers me, because what if I have dark children, the darkest children, does it mean they're not beautiful?
Yeah.
Should I be afraid to have dark-skinned children because they'll be called ugly or something like that? So people bleach their skin because of that, and some people belittle the campaign. They think that it's not an important campaign. But if someone is going to be not casted in a movie or not employed based on their skin, oh, this person can't be a presenter on at QTV because they're too dark. If you're going to deny someone the opportunity, they have all the qualifications, they went to the university, they got their journalism degree, they have all the experience, they qualify, but they don't get the job based on their skin complexion, then we have a problem in society. And guess what? It's real. People are not getting jobs based on their color. I'm not going to employ a bombshell because people are going to think that she's blonde, she can't be the spokesperson of this company because people think that light-skinned women are promiscuous, so we're not going to give her the job.
Right.
So if there are people that are being denied opportunities based on their skin complexion, then Wezi and Bombshell are doing something very valid.
Absolutely. So families are the first institutions where children are actually termed and institutionalized to start feeling whether they're beautiful or they're ugly. Why is it that within families this is not a topic that you'd find at a dinner table?
I had an awkward conversation with my elder brother. He's really darker than me, and I feel like he's one of the most handsome people I've ever seen. Not because he's my brother, but because generally I just see him for who he is.
Right.
And he married someone lighter than Bombshell, slightly lighter than Bombshell, and he was hoping, fingers crossed, my daughter, my child, should be like my wife. And guess what?
The child came out like him.
The complete opposite.
And then the child is 6 years old and says, how come I'm not as beautiful as mommy?
Whoa.
Yes.
Already that's been installed.
And then I wanted to start this conversation because my brother knows how strong I am on the mouth. And then I wanted to start this we were on the table eating because I went to visit. And then I wanted to start explaining. And then my brother was like, shh. You know, he's so scared of the topic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had to wait for him to leave. Why is that
so, though?
I don't know.
And it's not only him, it's a lot of families.
I think
it's a lot of families.
I think he passed it on to her. That insecurity is kind of there. It's unspoken. And even I always tell my sister-in-law that you need to tell her that she is beautiful.
Yeah.
You need to tell her because she needs to get it from you as the mother.
Exactly.
And then also my brother needs to tame himself to get to you know, tell your daughter, don't run away from that question. I think it starts with that, because when your parents are insecure, they pass on the insecurities.
They pass it, I mean, it's all a foundation.
Yeah,
when a child is growing up, you have to tell them how beautiful they are, how amazing they are, how the world is theirs for them to, you know, take over. They can do anything they feel like doing. Yeah. Obviously, you also have to lead them not to just do anything, but, you know, you have to tell a child that you're a queen, you're a king, you know, build their confidence while they're little things, while they're babies.
Because the truth of the matter is that when they go to school, they'll be taught.
Exactly.
They'll be told off, but you need to raise little fighters that will understand that the world is a nasty place, and you will not survive if you're just a crybaby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So though somebody tells them they're ugly at school, they'll be like,
my mom says I'm beautiful.
My mama thinks I'm amazing.
That's all.
Yeah.
But
and what the parents say sticks out more
than
it always sticks, whether it be the parents, the grandparents.
How crazy it is that some parents is when you're really genuinely upset, then
they'll pass that
all
comment.
of that.
Yeah, that's a bit hypocritical, because even if you tell her that she's beautiful, and then the minute she screws up, you start telling her that, you know, you are as dark as the night, so that's why you are screwing up.
Yeah, so through the campaign, how are you planning to break the silence, especially in the families, the little girls, because as they're growing up, the information sticks out more in their heads?
Bombshell and I, we understand that as we are growing numbers on social media and even in real life, we've become more influential than we were 5 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
In music, people recognize our music, and Agile was a big song at some point, and it still is a classic till this moment.
Right.
And I feel like with the doors that the song and the influence of music has opened for us in different homes, we have the influence to come on such a platform and have conversations like this. And when the TV goes off or this program ends, they can have conversations at home. And furthermore, we would love to have physical outreach programs, and we are looking for partnerships. So if QTV want to jump on board and all these other companies see that, oh, this is a worthy cause and they want to phone us, you can reach us on social media and find a way to collaborate with us so that we can reach out and have workshops and talk to kids, adolescents and pre-adolescent children, tell them what it is about, beauty, because I am convinced I'm beautiful, and I'm convinced that Bombshell is beautiful. Why can't we all look at each other's beauty and celebrate one another than to look at Bombshell spitefully and like, oh, she thinks she's better than me. Or Bombshell look at me and like, why are you so insecure? It's not my fault that you're so dark. Those are the things that go on with light skin, dark skin, wars.
It's always like that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a gray area in between how society perceives beauty. What is your view about beauty pageants, especially in societies like Africa?
Things have changed.
I think things have changed at the moment. It's not about look
I'm
at
so impressed.
our latest Miss Universe.
Yeah.
Look at her. She's representing. And when I went to South Africa, a lot of women now are doing table cuts.
Wow.
Rocking their own natural hair.
Oh, South Africa has always been the bold.
Yeah, but then now they're doing table cuts.
Yeah.
Like, cause she has that little table cut thingy with the shaggy hair on top. Yeah, she has set a standard now. So this is breaking boundaries to start making people realize that it's not about your complexion.
Right.
Somebody can just be confident enough and just win. Have you ever met people who are in a relationship and you find this person, you're even wondering like, how did these two hook up?
Yeah, like how did they connect?
This person is just confident. Right. Especially men. Men carry themselves so confident. I think I've met a number of confident men. I think this falls majority on women who don't carry that confidence in themselves. Yeah. But then now we're having a breakthrough.
Yeah,
when you're watching fashion TV,
black,
yes,
Miss
Jamaica,
Miss World is black.
Yeah, they're all black.
Miss Universe.
Even when you watch fashion TV these days on the catwalks, you find the bald-headed ladies.
And the highest paid model right now is actually a Sudanese, if I'm not mistaken.
You see,
she's the
all
highest
that
paid.
stuff. So there's a breakthrough.
Which is, I think, absolutely amazing. How can men help? Because I feel, just like you mentioned, men, like I feel like somehow men also perpetrate this stereotype.
Yeah.
They are also victimized.
Yes, they are.
They are also victimized. I don't know if you've seen our brothers from the Democratic Republic of Congo and all these other places in Africa, but them to be specific, there's a lot of them in the music industry that you know that, okay, this person wasn't this complexion. You know what I mean? So what would push a man to become light-skinned when he was naturally, Denzel Washington is dark. Most people actually look at
He
dark
was voted
chocolate,
as
like
one of the most good-looking men at some point in the
Idris
world.
Elba is
Idris
also
Elba,
really
yeah.
dark. But why would a man bleach his skin after all that praise for melanin, chocolate men, and what?
Absolutely.
I don't understand. So men also are victimized.
Yeah.
We had the guy that has been doing the photography for the No Colorism campaign. His name is Fern from 4 Media. He gave us a testimony of how he almost bleached his skin because the girl that he liked, literally,
light-skinned guys.
He tried his best.
Yeah.
But she just was like, no.
Yeah.
So he was like,
dark skin.
So this actually goes deeper. It's not a notion that you just wake up and then you've changed. So probably this campaign is going on, and obviously you need a lot of people, a lot of influencers to come on board and spread this message.
So we want to give a shout out to the people that followed us, joined us on the 2nd series of the No Colorism campaign. Tommy D, Bobby East, Abel Chungu, and Joe Swax Sakala from Pali. And these guys really showed us that men do also participate in the awareness, the raising of the awareness of this campaign, and the significance of it all, because people are asking us questions like there's tribalism, there's political violence, there's sexual abuse. Why
aren't we talking about that?
And if you know me, especially, I'll speak for myself, if you know me, I'm all about ending negative social vices. So you can't accuse me of just standing up for one thing.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is equally important, because there's no way that I can participate fully and be a great leader in society if I have got demons to battle within myself. I need to start first by loving myself before I can come outside and contribute positively to society. So the No Colorism campaign is as powerful as all these other campaigns that we embark on, you know, fighting against HIV and all these other stuff.
Yeah. That's totally amazing, and definitely if you want to be part of this campaign, you can actually, how can they find you on social media? Is it a specific platform, or?
When you are on Twitter, you can just hashtag No Colorism, and we will click on the No Colorism
And
thing.
we'll find them.
We'll find your posts and your contributions.
Yeah.
But if you want to have a direct interaction with us, we're very present online.
Yeah.
Wezi Heart Sound is my handle on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm always available to talk, especially if you have any ideals. You're dermatologists, psychologists, and all these other people that are very invested in this campaign, and they don't have the influence that we have as celebrities. So you can hit us up on social media.
You're totally welcome.
And
As for me,
Bombshell.
it's Bombshell Grenade for both Instagram and Facebook, and for Twitter is Ms. Bombshell.
Okay. So I digress. You guys had an amazing 2019. Congratulations on your award. You guys were actually in the same category.
And not just once, twice actually.
Twice.
This year.
Yeah.
Or
and
that year.
Yeah. We closed off 2019 with a big song from you, Bombshell. Congratulations. It did so well.
Thank you very much.
What are we expecting for Bombshell 2020?
I'm definitely working on my album, and also we are definitely doing songs together.
Wow.
We definitely have to have a song for the same No Colorism from the both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
We
amazing.
need a voice to that as well.
You just dropped your album sometime last year.
Yeah.
What are we expecting? It takes too long for your albums to come out. Don't tell us we're going to wait another 3 years before your album. What are you working on now?
Music videos. I want to add visuals to the music. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm focusing on. I'm also trying to enhance the philanthropy and activism part of my being. So apart from visuals, I want to have like a physical presence here in Zambia.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and enhance that. That's my plan. Not too complicated.
Yeah. Ladies, thank you so much for coming on the
Thank
show.
you so
I'm
much
glad
for
we've
having
had
us.
this conversation.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. You're always on the show. I'll be back next week right here on Titandala with Chali. And don't forget to follow us on YouTube for shows that you might have missed out on TV. You can actually catch up on those. It's been Chali. You've been all that till next week. It's bye-bye.